It's a really exciting time in storytelling when you talk about this new medium that's emerging. We're coining it as Cinevision. It's all the production value of a film, but told over 8 hours. It allows you to do things that you really don't get to see.
I never thought about it as a TV show. Like, my brain doesn't even work that way. And Chris' brain doesn't work that way. We were just doing it the way you make a movie.
We created a season of TV that kind of moves from a psychological thriller into a revenge thriller into a conspiracy thriller in a way you haven't seen before.
Dave comes more from TV, and so there's a lot of conversation about how to blend it.
Thematically, there's a Sicario episode, there's a Heat episode, there's something that's similar to First Blood.
We didn't pick any lenses for TV. We didn't light it for TV. We didn't block it for TV. We shot it like a film.
Reece is an insurgent, and he's gonna need help.
It's a setup. Somebody fed us bad intel.
These two warriors, trained together, went to war together.
Taylor Kitsch has played a Navy SEAL before. He knows how to move.
They really portray the brotherhood that we have in the SEAL teams.
Long live the brotherhood. What's the play?
As a reporter, Katie Buranek is actually driven by truth.
I'd like to believe the truth matters.
She's able to find the pieces of the story from a journalistic standpoint.
If there's a connection to you and your men, I'll find it.
It's a partnership they have to uncover the truth.
I need names. People from profit.
Constance fell right into that character for me. Tenacious and intelligent.
I'm sorry I got you into this.
I was on the ground when they came for Gaddafi. I think I got this.
Sometimes justice is served on the end of a pen. Sometimes it's a meal of hot lead.
Answers or blood?
Antoine Fuqua and I share an appreciation for our SEAL team community.
This sort of story means a lot to both of us. We're friends with a lot of military men, so we want to do it justice.
Antoine Fuqua demanded that authenticity. Anytime a question would be asked, he'd turn right to one of us.
One of the coolest things was actually getting to work with a bunch of real Navy SEALs.
As a former operator, being in the SEAL teams, we're doing what we can to try to make it as real as we can.
You don't have to teach these guys how to move in these tunnels. It looks real because they're the real deal.
Everyone was being collaborative to ensure we got what we're trying to achieve.
These guys know when it goes on camera that it's the right way.
I hope that it's evident that we care deeply about this community. We really wanted to honor their sacrifice and what they stand for.
Oh, when I read the script, it was, coming off the Jack Carr series and seeing how they adapted it within the screenplays, there was just so much information in that, and you could really feel a sense of the world that they were operating in. And to have all these elements of these characters all seeking truth, all driving to find out what the truth is regarding this failed mission that James Reece was involved in that has now turned him into a fugitive. You just have a lot of characters and different elements, which is, for me, a lot of fun. Yeah, well, for me, my father was an LAPD officer and Marine for 30 years. So I grew up in that world, and I didn't want to get too involved with the training as far as like SEAL training or tactical training went, because my character Tony, he gets pulled into James Reece's world, and there has to be this sense of fish out of water, right? Like he's being pulled into something that is bigger than him, and that the stakes are really high, that the consequences are, it's life and death. So I really wanted to be able to experience that in real time for the audience, because I know when he gets pulled in, the audience gets pulled in. I feel like the most remarkable scene for me was I think when Tony first gets in to chasing James Reece, and we get to see just they blocked off a huge part of downtown Los Angeles. Excuse me, and seeing all those pieces at work, that was the chaos, there was a sense like you were scared, and there was like, it was terrifying at the same time. But Tony has to go in there, and he's the FBI agent, and he has to figure it out, and that was just a fun process for me for me to be a part of. But honestly, every day working with those guys, they're ex-SEALs, ex-military, special forces. They're just such a great group of people, you know, and they have a real desire to tell this story for a bigger community, you know. You know, I've heard several people say this just within the industry, and even my father mentioned something to me about this as being a police officer and going out into the world. He just said that, you know, before you go out into the world, because, you know, you can't take your emotions to that as a police officer, right? So he would encourage his officers to, whatever was going on in their minds or in their lives, to deal with it in the privacy of their own room before they go out, and then flip that switch. And I kind of use that within the trailer. When I get to work, I get to set, I get the clothes on, I go through makeup, I go through hair, and then I deal with whatever's going on in the trailer, because I know once I walk out, there's a lot kind of pulling at you, you know, and your energy can get pulled in this direction and that direction, and I have a job to do, so I need to be focused and in the moment. So if there's a ritual, I think that's what I have. Is just when they say they're ready for me, I take a moment, a couple of minutes for myself, and lock in.
Investigations are still ongoing into the failures of Operation Odin Sword.
Failed missions resulted in the death of 12 Navy SEALs.
Lieutenant Commander James Reece, can you outline the details of your mission?
They knew we were coming.
According to audio logs, you went dark on comms roughly 4 mics in. Why?
That's not how it went down.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Headaches, paranoia, memory confusion.
Daddy.
We're gonna get through this, okay?
Wanna tell me what happened? Somebody fed us bad intel. It was a setup.
If I'm right, we need to act on this.
I need names.
If there's a connection to you and your men, I'll find it.
Answers or blood? Blood. Where's James Reece?
Does it trigger fusion if it's a Navy SEAL?
There's a bunch of people tracking you right now, so just lay low. I have 12 men flying home in caskets right now.
Carr.
This is personal.
Oh, you wanted in on the fray. Now, you're in the battlefield. There's evil in this world, likes of which you can't possibly imagine.
James.
Take Lucy, get her out of the house now.